So we start out with, what's your name, or what do people call you? You don't have to use your full name. Just
my name is Z.
Z?
Z.
As in the letter Z?
Yeah.
So how did you get that name?
That's how my full name starts with a Z.
Oh, okay.
People couldn't say my name.
So it's just shortened.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it's like a foreign name that's hard for us to pronounce.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Okay, so where are you from originally?
I'm from the Middle East.
The Middle East. Okay. How long have you been in San Francisco?
San Francisco, 14 years.
14 years. That's a long time. What caused you to come? Why did you come to San Francisco?
I had like 2 divorces in Missouri, and I thought to myself, just like, have a new start, fresh start.
Okay.
So a friend of mine, a friend of my mom's lives here somewhere in San Francisco. So she told me she'll help me. So
okay. So you came here because you had a connection, you knew someone.
Yeah,
okay.
Somebody will help me.
Okay. Have you worked at any jobs? You have a profession? What do you do?
I used to own my own liquor store at one point.
You used to own your own liquor store in San Francisco?
No, in Missouri.
Oh, in Missouri. Okay.
And after I got divorced, got hooked on drugs, and
oh my.
so kind of took a whole different direction,
So how did that happen? What for those of us who don't do drugs, it's always hard to understand. How did that happen?
If you have anything to do with drugs, period, you always look at a person will always want to try something new on the drugs.
Okay.
And somebody offered me a hit of
when you tried
cocaine, crack.
Cocaine. So that was your first drug was cocaine?
No, actually it was weed.
Weed. Oh, okay.
But after they offered me the cocaine, and I took that one hit, just one hit, and I was hooked.
You were hooked.
And
wow.
Things went.
Are you still hooked, or are you free now?
No, crack no, but I still, I use something different.
Do you? Okay.
I use like once a week. But
So
I used to be a heavy, very excessive drinker. With that.
Back when you had the liquor store, you were a drinker?
Yeah.
That seems kind of bad to be
I got divorced, and I went back home to rehabilitate myself and rejuvenate. I came back here, and it was San Francisco, and I started working. But over there, it was like the drinking. Took a whole new direction because of the fact that I was so depressed, and over there's no drugs, there's nothing, and nobody understands what you're going through, being having just lost your business, your wife, your house, everything, and people always blame it on the drugs, and 80% of it is the drugs, not 100. But because had I found somebody that will stop me or tell me, hey man, don't do it, at that time right away, I probably instead of being to be vindictive and be very accusatory about everything and so. If I had a person like that, I wouldn't have probably done that.
Do you
they wouldn't got to where they're at now. But now,
are you on your way to getting better?
I'm diabetic. I got Hep C. I got.
Oh my goodness.
I got a bunch of health issues.
Yeah.
I may look healthy, but I'm not healthy. So considering the circumstances, San Francisco is the best place for a person with this kind of illness.
Okay.
I have.
Because of the weather or the services?
In the Middle East, they think anybody who's got HIV or AIDS, they think he's gay, and that's how they they look at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do I tell you? I mean, it's I'm not, but I still got it. How do you get it? And I was like, okay, well. So I start, some of them they want to see. So I start shooting in front of them.
Really?
Just to show them how it's done.
Wow.
And they'll be like, oh yeah, woo. And then they go and tell other people, oh man, this dude is like, you know, the Arab guy does this, does that. I was like, oh. You know, but I look at it that if people can learn from my bad experience, it's worthwhile what happened to me. Some cultures, they don't accept the fact that somebody could be, you know, drug addict.
Right.
You know, they shouldn't.
Wow. So, what advice would you have for someone who's now in that position that you were way back then? Someone offers them that first thing.
Advice is, don't do drugs. Period. If you want to do something, do, you know, smoke weed, but don't shoot dope under any circumstances, and don't ever let anybody tempt you to do that, because once you do it, you're gonna like it, and once you like it, you're gonna keep on doing it, and before you know it, you'll end up either catch Hep C or HIV, or have a bunch of abscesses all over you.
Wow.
So if I had to do it all over again, if I can go back in time, I would turn that head of crack down.
That first one, you would have turned it down. Yeah. Are you working at all now, or
no? I'm disabled.
You're disabled. Okay. All right. What about? Do you have any special talents? Do you have any hobbies, talents, artistic, anything musical, anything?
I play soccer.
You play soccer. Okay.
Yeah. I draw.
Draw. Okay. With pencil, ink, or what?
Yeah, like mostly it's like pretty much most of it really is calligraphy, Arabic.
Oh, okay.
Calligraphy.
Oh, interesting.
So. Yeah, I do that. I like to, you know, mess with numbers, you know, like Sudokus, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. You sort
challengers.
Yeah. Are you sort of a mathematician, sort of?
You can say, you know, not quiet, but you know, pretty good. Computer or internet, I am as literate as they come.
Oh, really? Okay. You have access?
Because really, I see it as like the internet is canceling people's brains, you know?
Canceling people's brains?
Because what they do is like search the web. That's and
true.
The web is doing everything for them, and then before you know it, they really don't know anything anymore. So me, I try to, like, you know, even Facebook sometimes, I try to open it. I go through hell just to go, you know, on one thing. So people be looking at me and laughing and stuff, but I don't care. Just, you know, I got too much self-esteem and confidence in myself that I don't let stuff like that.
Yeah. So what do you see coming in the future? What's your goal? What are you striving for now?
Well, actually, I'm hoping maybe somehow like a miracle will happen, and either I kick the bucket.
Or you want to kick the bucket?
Well, I mean, really, to be quite honest, sometimes it gets really, really hectic. I mean, it's like overwhelming. You know, you don't know how to accommodate or to tell everybody. I mean, it's like, what do I tell everybody? You know, I have to keep explaining myself to every person why I did that, why I do this, why I do it this way, why, how come I have my phone that way, why is my phone white, why is my phone, you know, how come I smoke Marlboro Red, do you have a currency in your country, do you, and I was like, what? You know, it's like, so, you know, ignorance comes with a whole, like a rap sheet of its own. So when people like start to hold on to it and ask questions, you know, real ignorant questions.
You mean because you're from the
stupid answer?
Well put.
You mean because you're from the Middle East, people make all these assumptions?
Well, they think that all we do is just you know, like camels and they ask me, it's like, man, do do you go to school? You know, do you have your own camel? I was like, yeah, man, I go to school with it. I park it outside, and we eat camel eggs. And then they were like,
camel
what?
eggs.
They said, hey, you eat camel eggs? I said, camel?
I've never had
they said,
camel
what kind of skills
eggs.
do you I said, well, it's about like this big, like that. And they go, what kind of skills do you use? I said, well, we have like special kind of skills. So the lady goes to her work.
I'm gonna go find it.
Man, I found out that in the Holy Lands they eat camel eggs. And her friend looked at her and she said, camel eggs, you know, camels are mammals. You know? And then she came back at me and she was, man.
I'm gonna go down here to Gyro King and ask him for some camel eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me.
For real, man.
Oh, man.
So, you know.
Well, let's hope you don't kick the bucket. So what would you like to have happen if you don't kick the bucket?
Well, I would like to like get, you know, my own place, or at least with a good, you know, like a roommate.
Think you'd ever get married again? I know you've been divorced
Well,
and
not
gone
to
through
me.
all that. Not to you,
I've been
no.
married 4 times.
You've been married 4 times?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have 2 American wives, 1 Arabic wife, and 1 German wife.
Just to dispel,
dispel
another myth, those were not all at the same time, right? They were all.
No, they all. I always had just one.
Okay, good.
One wife. You know.
Just checking.
And yeah, my last wife, you know, she died 2011, 4th of July in Germany. She got. It was a tragic accident with a bullet train. She got hit.
Really? Oh my.
So I've been kind of like, that's life. You know, God gives and God takes. You know?
Amen.
So it's been really like I'm still grieving, but
that's been 3 years now. Huh?
Yeah. So.
Wow.
So what do you do on a typical day? What say, you know,
back?
No, here. What do you for your life now? You know,
pretty much really, I don't do much because of the fact that my illness really is causing me that fatigue.
Yeah.
All the time. And I have, like I said, I have also my legs. What do they call it? Psoriasis.
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 I mean, it's all HIV related.
Oh, okay.
It's like a staphoria. It starts from the staph infection, and then it stays with you sometimes. And it just, you know, it keeps coming back, you know.
Okay.
It goes away, it comes back. I'm diabetic, you know, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this interview is getting kind of depressing.
Yeah, we don't
you talk about illness and being sick and stuff. It's like you start saying, "Oh."
That's right. I'll get some violin music in the background.
I'd like to say hi to everybody in the Middle East.
Okay.
All 22 countries, 23 countries, none without any exceptions, plus the rest of the world, you know. And I hope that we'll have like a world peace.
Amen.
And,
well,
all over.
I do too,
when
but
world
it's
peace happens, that means Jesus
seems like
is coming.
a very tough problem.
And enough, you know, tyranny and.
You got any solutions for that problem? Because nobody's been able. The presidents go there. There's nobody ever solves that problem.
I would say, really, to be quite honest, every leader in every country needs to pull his head out of his own ass and sit on that, you know, discussion table, you know, and talk business for real, you know, not just you know, dinners and prestige and cars and motorcades and Air Force One and all that.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it's only them that they get those privileges. We don't. So we still suffer. We're still going through hell just to, you know, make ends meet. So.
Right? And when we have total world peace, I believe that's when Jesus is coming back.
Okay.
And I personally welcome that day.
Trampoline.
In a miniskirt on a trampoline.
Yeah.
That's not one I've heard before.
He has a different belief than we do.
I guess so. But if that's it, then thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.